Seated in Sukhasana, whatever easy pose is for your body this morning, tall through the spine, core gently recruited, hands resting in a comfortable position. Your eyes are soft in their sockets or your eyes are closed. Just tuning into the natural flow of your breath this morning. Breathing in, breathing out. Start to take deeper breaths into your belly, feeling your belly gently expand as you breathe in, gently soften as you breathe out. Relax the belly, relax the breath. Gently bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart center. Set your intention for your practice today. Release your intention as you continue to breathe in and out with a little bit of resistance. Keep the palms together. Take the hands as high as you can above the head. Keep the shoulders down and the elbows soft. And just hold it here. And if you can sense or visualize or just imagining you are breathing in and out through your armpits. Gently stretching the lymph nodes here. If you keep the palms of the hands together, can you take the palms of the hands gently back somewhere behind the head? The elbows may just draw in a little bit closer towards each other. I'm feeling the stretch now through the triceps, down towards the armpits and into your chest. Take some deeper breaths into the belly as you hold here. Relax the breath. Now release the palms, take your arms out into a V shape, somewhere out to the side, slightly above the head. Stretch out the fingers. Feel the heart center softening, maybe even gently lifting. Lower the arms, interlace the hands somewhere behind you or hands to the lower back. You can lift the sternum to naturally draw the shoulders slightly back. Feel the gentle squeeze between the shoulder blades. Just become aware of the space to your sides and behind. Can you release your hands? Place your hands down to the earth and lift the sternum Keep the chin tucked into the chest. So we have passive back bend. If you would like to stretch through the thymus and the thyroid and you're free of neck issues, you can, keeping the core gently recruited here, rooted down through the sitting bones, gently start to lift the chin to naturally take the head back if you want to, only if it feels safe. Just keeping the sternum lifting. Releasing the head if you have moved it back to center. Release the right arm, either sweep it round or up and over like a front crawl, fingertips to the earth in front of you, same on the left. And gently walking the fingers out, keeping your back to a diagonal. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. So we're walking out, lengthening. Shoulders back away from the ears, neck in line with spine. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, can you release the palms to the floor and soften the forearms down and yield towards the ground? Obviously, you don't have to touch here, just whatever you can do. Just feeling the lengthening lower back. You get compression here in the belly, so just be mindful. If it doesn't feel comfortable for the belly, stay to a diagonal. And then slowly uncurl, coming back up to seated and warm the hands, just activating the nadis. Doesn't have to be too much pressure, just warming. And then we're going to take either the pads of the fingers or create soft fists, and we're just going to tap from the sort of inner corner of the armpit across the upper chest, just tapping. Just let the face relax. And warm the hands again. Then taking the right hand, we're going to squeeze up and down the left arm, just squeezing, all the way up, all the way down and underneath. And then brush the arm, the hand down over the arm, back of the arm, just sweeping down. Warm the hands again. And the left hand doing the same on the right arm, just squeezing up and down. So connecting to blood, circulatory system, the lymph that intertwines with the blood. Just sweeping down, brushing down, and just give the hands and fingers a little shake out and take the arms up and down as high as you want to. And then feel like you're just shaking off. And a little zigzag in the shoulders, maybe bring the hands down to the thighs or the knees, just zigzag out. A little, slow it down a little bit and twist, not to push. So you take one shoulder back, the other comes forward, twisting. Just keep the breath flowing. So we get a little pump here, through and around the diaphragm. Little twist, liver, spleen, kidneys. Just keep that going if you can, it doesn't have to be fast. Come back to center, roll the shoulders back and down 4 times. Roll them forwards, just checking in with your posture, with the core. Back to center. Hug the shoulders up to the ears, squeezing, 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 hold it, squeezing, keep breathing, and then let it go. Just feel them drop down, just hold it there. Okay, lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Shoulder girdle stays parallel to the earth. Head back to center, opposite side. Head back to center, turn the head to the right. Head back through center to the left. And then head back through center. Okay, we're going to breathe in and out, we're going to float the arms. Take the left hand around the right wrist, arms somewhere overhead, or they could be in front of the body parallel to the ground. And we're going to reach it over, just feel that you're using the hand to pull the opposite arm slightly over. Again, deepen the breath here, feel the rib cage, intercostal muscles stretching as you reach. Come back through center, take the opposite hand to lightly grip the opposite wrist, drawing across. Come back to center. Stretch out the legs if they're not already stretched out. Take the legs wide. You could sit on a cushion here if you want to, just tilt a little bit in the pelvis. So legs are wide, flex the feet. Sense that the knees are drawing down, but there's still softness to them. So we gently work here through the back of the legs. Torso is upright. Just rest the hands on the thighs. Keep pointing the toes up, going down through the heels. You can bend the knees here to start off with, or you might have a large bend in the knee throughout this process, but opening through the groin to just get this sort of stretching. If you feel tight, you can actually use the hands to warm the muscles a little bit and squeeze them and manipulate them, getting the blood and lymph flowing. If you're feeling a bit stiff and tight this morning, maybe just massaging, just rolling the warm hands through and around the knees, even the back of the knees. We have lymph nodes here, lymph nodes throughout the body, but draining off here behind the knees. Massaging, and then come back to upright, just come to stillness. Toes pointing up and tall through the spine. Deep breaths into the belly. And check in with the sitting bones, the core. And just scan one half of the body and then the other half. Just sense, or can you feel, if you feel this sort of even pressure through the sitting bones and you feel relaxed and aligned in this position, or do you notice one side is tighter than the other? Maybe one side is completely different through the joints, and that's perfectly fine, just having an awareness. Interlace the hands in front of the body. Going to breathe in, palms face up. Rotate. Once you get to the heart, breathe out, push down. And just keep this flowing. Breathe in, rotate, scooping up to the heart. And rotate, push down. So a little bit of resistance here. Just breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. I'm going to breathe out, push down. I'm going to breathe in, scooping the hands away like we do in previous. Raising as high as you want to, breathing in and out, hold it here. My palms are rotated so they're facing the space above me. If you need them just hovering over the head, that's also fine. So again, check in with the heels, check in with the thighs. I'm starting to feel the stretch, the release coming from the groin down through the inner thighs. So that you're lifting through the side seams of the body, through the torso, lifting through the palms of the hands. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, release the arms down. Bring the legs a little bit closer together. I'm bringing my hands to the earth just beside me. I'm bringing my legs in a little bit, and I'm just going to beat the back of my legs down just to gain blood and lymph. Keep the chest lifted. Keep going a little bit longer if you can. And then come to stop and bring the soles of the feet towards each other and draw them in. Baddha Konasana, whatever. Again, the feet might be further out. If you can hold maybe the knees, the shins, or even the ankles. Could use props, cushions under the outer aspects of the thighs or knees if you want to. Sitting tall. Again, awareness of the knees, having a sensation of them drawing down as if gravity is taking hold. Again, we're opening into the groin, but we're getting this stretch again into the lower abdominal area. Releasing into the bowl of the hips, connecting to Swadhisthana chakra, our creative center. Deep breaths into the belly. As you continue to breathe, take your consciousness to the whole of the right leg and the right hand. And it might be that you need both hands, but I'm just going to use one just to grip around my right ankle. I'm just going to release, I'm just going to lift the foot off the floor and start to turn into the ankle. Try to keep the chest lifted, tall spine, so we're working the core the whole time. Reverse, maybe point and flex. And maybe a little movement of the leg into the ball and socket of the hip. No force, just notice whatever movement comes into play here. And if you can lengthen the leg a little bit, if you're tight here, again hamstring, for hamstring gluteal tie, even the knees. Creaky this morning, a bit of rub even into the calf because we're getting this lengthening. Try to keep the sternum lifted and gently bring it down. The opposite side, gently lifting, one hand or two, and just bringing some movement into the foot and the ankle. Feel the front body lifting and lifting. So this is opening and lifting. And as you do so, you might notice the lengthening of the postural muscles either side of the spine. Point and flex. And some kind of movement. It's not about speed. It's just whatever range of movement. Start off small. It might increase. Might not. And if you can lengthen maybe again a little bit, it might be that you sort of grab the medial arch or even the big toe. You could use a band if you have one nearby. Just lengthening. Try not to collapse in the chest. And then gently bring it down. Lengthen the legs away in front of you. The legs are hip width apart. I'm still sitting on a little cushion here just to get a little tilt in my pelvis, because I've noticed that I feel quite tight in the joints of my knees and my hamstrings this morning. So just giving that little pelvic tilt. So my legs are extended. And again, the knees might be quite bent here. Don't judge it, just whatever feels good. I might start to relax down. My feet are flexed, toes pointing up. So my feet are like this. Core drawn in, and again, maybe moving the fleshy bits of the bottom to see if you can sit that bit taller. Just feeling or sensing the back of the legs, gravity taking hold and drawing, gravity drawing the weight of the legs into the earth. So we get a lovely, what we call flossing into the nerve that runs through the back of the leg into the sciatic nerve through the piriformis, into the lower back. Maybe here, you might want to warm the hands a little bit. And I'm going to just warm my hands, then I'm going to place them just sort of to the lower ribs, just sort of in the sideways to the lower ribs here, fingers pointing forwards, stretching my thumbs away from the fingers. So we get a stretch through the thenar muscle here at the same time, if it feels okay. And just sort of, I'm just sort of gripping in, just sort of like you're having not squeezing the waistline, but just sort of gripping in and feeling the side seams of the body. You're feeling into the obliques here. And as you breathe into the belly, just notice. Just notice what moves with the breath. Shoulders stay back and down. Brings also a subtle stretch, pecs major, minor at the same time here. Lifting through the sternum, core drawing in. Okay, now I'm going to keep my thumbs away from my fingers. I'm going to stretch out my arms in front, thumbs pointing up. Try to relax the shoulders back and down. Keeping the shoulders back and down, I'm going to lead with the thumbs. My arms are parallel, palms facing in. Just as you breathe in and out, breathing in and out, just slowly, 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 even with a little bit of resistance, raising the arms. And just, obviously when we move slowly, we become aware of scapula here, latissimus muscles, stretching through the back body. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Just stop when you've come to a point that you think, that's enough for me. Breathe into the belly. Thumbs still stretching back away from the fingers, thenar stretch. And now from here, can you bend at the elbows and bring the hands down behind the head, or you could bring the fingertips down to the shoulders. So you're either here or you are here. You can release the elbows down if you're tight in the shoulders and the neck. Ooh, just notice I can feel traction deep in my upper thighs now, into the flexor muscles here. Flexors. Taking your consciousness to the right elbow, can you dip towards the right? Just tilting, 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 tilting. And then gently come back to center. Opposite side. Even if it's a fraction, if there's no movement or minimal movement, visualize connecting to this area of the body. We still keep the brain-body connection even through visualization. And come back to center, breathing in and out. We're going to twist towards the right. Keep the spine upright. Try not to drop the chin to the chest, just twisting, twisting. Soften the knees more if you need to, if it's pulling on the upper thighs, to the hip flexors, holding. And back through center, turning slowly to the opposite side. So great. Releasing into the organs here, liver, spleen, kidney. Gently come back to center. And just release the hands down to the earth. I'm going to lean back slightly. I'm just going to lead my legs back down. Ooh, keep the chest lifted. Oh, okay, we're going to release ourselves. Ooh. Out round into an all fours position. So spend 30 seconds, just have a little wiggle about here. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Soften the knuckles. If you just want to release into even pressure through the palms so we don't lock into the wrists. Knees under the hips. Tops of the feet or the toes anchored down to connect to the core, neck in line with spine. And just holding here, tabletop position. And breathe into the belly. So our central point of gravity, right through and around the navel plexus, is hovering now. So we're connecting to the natural point of gravity in our bodies, hovering over the earth. So we feel stable. If you can breathe into the belly, feel it expanding without dipping in the lower back. Just take it through the belly. Spine is stable. The belly expands and the belly draws back. The elbow is slightly soft. Okay, relax the breath. Now we're going to release the right leg. We're going to lengthen it behind. Lengthen it behind, toes under, just drawing away through the heel. Lengthening, lengthening. So we feel it now through the Achilles psoas, lengthening here, core still engaged. Now can you lift the toes, bending the knee? Can you bring the leg to a tiger, what we call tiger tail, flexing the foot as if the foot is stamping on the ceiling? Notice if you start to sort of shift the weight over. I'm coming on to soft fists here. Just trying to even out through the body, using the core, and use the opposite foot, either top of the foot or toes, to anchor down, to bring stability to the opposite side through the leg into the hip girdle. Holding, holding. Now can you lengthen, releasing the knee, lengthen the leg away, point the toe or flex the foot, whichever feels good, or a few seconds in each. Neck in line with spine still. Holding. And now I'm going to start to bend my right knee, and I'm bringing my leg out to the side, and I'm going to walk it as close as I can to the outer aspect of the hand or in between the hands, into easy runner, whatever works in this moment for your body. Again, just check in. You might want to walk the foot a little bit further out if you need to balance out through the pelvis. Anchor down through both feet. Now I'm releasing. My left hand is to the earth. I'm releasing my right elbow, taking the arm up. You know this movement, slightly sort of drawing the twist towards the inner right thigh here. And just think about the position of the head. Maybe looking down, looking to the side, or turning to look up to the hand. Feel free of neck issue. Holding, breathing. It's a lovely spinal twist. Opening deeper into the chest and heart. And again, just release this arm down. And we're going to walk or scoop the leg back and rest back in child pose, or whatever resting position works for your body. It's going to take 30 seconds. Okay, gently bring yourself back onto all fours. Tabletop position. Anchor down, hands and feet, core engaged, neck in line with spine. I'm going to lengthen the left leg away. Toes are under, just lengthening, gently drawing the back through the heel without the sensation of locking the knee. Holding. Just scan through the body. From the feet up through to the crown of the head. So we're trying to keep, even though we're asymmetrical through the body, try to keep centralized through the core, shoulders and hip girdle. Okay, bring a bend to the knee, flex to the foot, bring the leg to a tiger tail. Holding. And gently starting to lengthen the leg if it feels okay to do so. Lengthen the leg. I'm going to point my toes for about 20 seconds and I'm going to flex my foot in this position for about 20 seconds. Now I'm releasing my leg and bringing it down and bringing it out to the side. I'm going to walk it through in between the hands. Remember, one side might be totally different to the other. So I'm an easy runner or a variation of it. Rooting down through the feet, core engaged. I'm going to place my right hand down, release the left elbow, and turning the chest towards this thigh. Bent knee, extending the arm up as high as feels good. Again, anchor down through the feet so you don't, as you twist, you're not taking the whole weight of the body across to the other leg to get the twist. About the position of the head. And gently bending at the elbow, bringing the arm down and again resting down, child pose or maybe crocodile. We're going to take a minute here, just a minute of just surrendering to gravity, just letting everything release, thoughts, mental body, emotional body, physical body. gently start to move to bring yourself to an upright seated position. I'm going to actually come onto my hands and knees, and I'm going to stretch up through a down dog. So I just feel like having a nice lengthening of the spine. So from hands and knees, tucking the toes under. Or you could just do the cat cow through the spine, flexion, extension, whatever feels good. But I'm going to stay here for about 30 seconds. Pedal through the feet if you want to. Go in Adho Mukha. And then I'm going to bring my knees down and bring myself to an upright seated position. Do a little bit of pranayama before our shavasana. So just make sure you are comfortable, even if you're sitting on a chair. Okay, just relaxing the hands where it feels comfortable. Okay. I'm going to bring in a little bit of humming breath today. So one of the main contraindications to this, if you're suffering with your ears at the minute in terms of pain, ear infection, anything like that, or buzzing, tinnitus or anything, just do deep abdominal breathing. But other than that, you can bring in Brahmari breath. So we breathe in through the nostrils of the nose. And as we breathe out through the nostrils, lips are pursed, we make sort of a humming sound to the length of the exhalation. So again, don't force. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to force it into being a long, deep breath in and a long humming breath out. You don't want to feel that you strain. So if you like to do that, or you can just belly breathe, deep abdominal breathing. If you'd like to soften your gaze or close your eyes, just relax the breath. Before you start any pranayama, just connect to where you are with the breath in this moment. Once you can sense or feel that you are ready to start the deep abdominal breathing or humming breath, Brahmari breath, let's make a start. I'll do about a minute. I'm just going to mute myself so you're not hearing myself hum. Gently release your style of breath, your pranayama. For the next minute, just focus on the breath gently entering and leaving the nostrils of your nose. Release your awareness of the breath and bring yourself into position for Shavasana, for relaxation. If you want to stretch, like back stretch before you get into Shavasana, big stretch, few deep breaths, you're welcome to. And just letting go and releasing. Releasing to Shavasana, gravity, taking hold of the weight of your body, the weight of your head resting on the earth. The back of the head draws down to the earth. Sense or feel the forehead smoothing and releasing as your eyes relax back and down in their sockets. Cheeks relax, releasing through the jaw and the tongue of the mouth. Relaxing the muscles of your neck. Shoulders releasing. Palms weighted to the earth, fingers soft. Upper chest is still, just aware of the vibration and the beating of your heart. Ribs, lungs relaxing. Belly is soft, just gently rising and falling as you breathe. Pelvis softening and smoothing. Buttocks soft. Weight of the thighs, joints of the knees, calves and feet softening to the earth. Sensing or visualizing your breath residing at the soles of your feet as a light or a color or just a sensation of air. And your next conscious breath in, allowing the air, light or color to permeate through the skin, the soles of the feet. Through the muscles, tendons, ligaments, deep into the cells of your feet, drawing up through your ankles. The air of your breath, the energy of your breath, however you sense or visualize it, cleansing and clearing the pathways, the energetic pathways of your being. Going up through the knees, releasing any trappings of the past. Releasing through the thighs. Gently working into your pelvis, flowing in a figure of 8 as you relax in Shavasana. Aiding balance in through your emotional body, through and around the pelvis. From the back of the pelvis, flowing into the spine. Upward spiral from the tailbone to the base of the skull. Air, colour, light, clearing and cleansing. Through the front body, belly, all your internal organs, bowels, reproductive system, small, large intestine, stomach, gallbladder, liver, pancreas, kidneys, all bathed in the energy of your breath. This energy flowing upwards into your heart, creating relaxation in your chest, softening the muscle of your heart. Flowing through the upper chest, across the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands and fingers. Through the neck, throat center, spiraling upwards through the chin, lips, cheeks, nose, through and around your eyes, relieving tiredness. Through your ears, through the forehead, into the scalp muscles of the crown. Through the crown of your head, Sahasrara chakra, releasing breath out into your aura and consciousness residing back at your heart center as you relax for the next couple of minutes in Shavasana. Gently take your consciousness back to the breath. Start to deepen the breath into the belly. Sense the breath reaching the extremes of your hands and fingers and face, and start to move these areas of your body, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe rolling your eyes in their sockets, up and down, side to side, stretching out the jaw, moving through the head and the neck, stretching and moving. Consciousness still to the body, the physical body, moving your surroundings and gently expanding your consciousness from the body to your surroundings. Gently moving to bring yourself to an upright seated position. Palms together in front of your heart center. Gaze soft or eyes closed. Thanking your wonderful body for practicing yoga today. Warming the hands. Once the hands are warm, placing the warm hands where you need the energy today with a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Palms back together. Place a gentle smile upon your face and affirm today I am healthy in body and mind. Wishing you all a lovely day. Namaste.